was like, wait a minute. I said, something is wrong.
I think there's something in my pants. What?
Just pulled out my pants.
It was like I peeked in,
What? What is it?
and I saw a baby like this. Head out, eyes out. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'm Candace.
And I'm Antonio.
And this is our crazy birth story. We actually met on Facebook. Facebook kept suggesting Tony as a friend, even though we had no mutual friends. So I was like, well, who is this guy? So we followed each other. He just used to post really funny stuff, because obviously he's hilarious.
So when I got a friend's request from her, I was like, ooh, hot lady, you know, like, hey, talk to me.
We talked on the phone for several months.
We talked a lot, like, you know,
Yeah,
on the phone, like, I would have my headphones in and just, like, have her, like, on the phone everywhere, handling business at
And
the
one time we
store.
talked for 13 hours on the phone.
Yeah, just talking.
Didn't think I was ever going to meet him because he lived in Virginia and I was in West Palm.
And then we talked about me coming to visit.
But then he found out that his family was moving to Florida.
I'm moving to Florida to retire.
You know what? I'll help you move.
My parents were moving to Jacksonville, and I was, like, deciding whether or not to, like, stay in Virginia because I was working there, or to go and, like, stay with them and start over and get a job there and, you know, get a place eventually.
I don't understand why you're bringing so much stuff to help me move.
Oh, don't worry about it, Mom. Besides, you never know what could happen. See, I'm bringing all this extra stuff just in case of an emergency.
The day they were driving there, I ended up being on the plane there to go visit her.
Pretty much came to visit and just never left.
Yeah, it kind of happened just like that. I moved to Florida and we got together, and she already had a 2-year-old son.
And I was 8 months pregnant with my daughter.
She was
when
8
we
months
met.
pregnant with our daughter, Kennedy.
It was just nice having them, like, supporting me.
I fell in love with her. I fell in love with her kids. I fell in love with Florida because, you know, it's like cold in Virginia and it's blizzards and hurricanes. And I came to Florida and it was like so nice and beautiful and palm trees. And, you know, where I'm from is like no palm trees and stuff. I was like, oh, palm trees. Wow, I'm in Florida.
I knew that Tony was the one when he really bonded with my son. Like, the second day that he moved in, he was already calling Dada. The way I found out I was pregnant with our son is when I stopped getting my period. And I started gaining weight and just having certain feelings or whatever. And so he went out and got, like, a pregnancy test at home, and it was positive, and he just, like, was elated.
It actually took 2.
Because we didn't believe it. I was like, I don't believe it.
She didn't believe it. I was like, yes.
He gave me another one. We still have the little thing with the stick, the pregnancy stick.
And
That's a
it's picture of
souvenir.
it. While she was pregnant, she wants to get up, super pregnant, and do everything herself. I'm like, you sit down right now and let me take care of you. Like, you know, because she's like, I'm independent. I'm going to get up and I'm going to do it myself. And I'd be like, you better lay down and let me go get this food and water for you. I'm not playing right now.
Yeah, he was
That's
making
my
sure.
baby.
Yeah, he was cleaning the house, like, every day. Just rubbing my stomach and...
I would put my ear up to her stomach and put my hand on there.
And even the kids were doing it,
feel
too.
the little baby booty. I would know, like, I would fall asleep, like, with her, and I'd know, like, I'm holding his butt, because you can just tell, like, it's a butt. So I just, like, hold the little baby by his butt inside the belly.
It was actually hurricane season. It was the last hurricane we had. So, you know how the weather can affect when you're pregnant and make you feel like the contractions earlier. So I actually went to the hospital because I was thinking I do not want to be, like, stuck in a hurricane pregnant, you know. So I told them, I said, I think this baby's coming. And they turned me away and they said, we don't see anything right now. Plus, there's a lot of people coming to actually stay in the hospital, so we don't have room for anything. So they sent me home. A week later, I was in the bed and I kept having the same contractions.
go to the hospital.
And I was like, Tony, I think I'm gonna have the baby right now. And he's like, no. He's like,
It's probably just Braxton Hicks again. Go to sleep. You're fine.
yeah, but I was up all night. At some point, I was like, I'm really thinking I'm having a baby. And he just didn't believe me.
You're fine. It's early. I don't think we need to go. I'm going back to sleep.
Yeah, I didn't think we should go to the hospital because the other two kids had to be induced. They didn't want to come out. They were literally like a week late, and we had to like set up an appointment to go get induced instead of being like, I'm in labor. Oh, go to the hospital.
I was pretty much in labor in the bed, like with the pain for about the whole night. I told him to call my parents and just have them pick me up. And he was like, I'm telling you, you're not having the baby tonight. It's not coming. And I'm like, I was like, I want my mommy. I want my mommy. Just tell my mommy, come get me, take me to the hospital.
She was walking around all night going, oh. And then she got down on her knees on the side of the bed and was like, and I was like, I'm trying to sleep. They told you the baby's not coming out. Just try and take some Advil, go to sleep. She's talking about, I don't know. And I was like up with her all night. And she finally laid down in the bed because she was like, the contractions were not as bad.
It started late at night until like the early morning, like 6, 7 in the morning. He was in the bed with me trying to comfort me, and all of a sudden,
it was like splash.
What's that Papa Switch sound?
My water broke. I can't move.
Can't move? What you mean you can't move? Get up.
I guess that my water had broken. Where your water breaks, it's hard to walk. So I was like, just call 911, have him come. And he was like, no. He's like, I'm getting you to the car. I'm getting you to the hospital.
Come on, Candace, let's go. Come on, your water just broke. Come on, baby, let's go. Car's running. We gotta go. Now.
She's like, I can't move. And I'm like, no, you're getting up. We have to get to the hospital right now.
Okay, I got you. All right, one step at a time. Come on. All right. Okay, good job.
I was like walking down the stairs, and by the time I got through the front door, I was like, wait a minute. I said, something is wrong.
Stop. I think there's something in my pants. What?
Just pull down my pants.
It was like I peeked in,
What? What is it?
and I saw a baby like this. Head out, eyes out. I literally was looking at him like it was Alien versus Predator.
What is it?
I can see his eyes.
I was like, whoa.
Oh, I can't unsee this.
His head was like this. And he was looking, and it was like hey, it's sliding out, and his eyes were just doing this, and I was like, oh man, like that's when it really hit me, like, ooh, we're not making it to the hospispittal.
Okay, relax. It's
He didn't want me to lay down on the hard surface, so he's like, just get in the grass. Like right in front of our gate. There's no option, because when he saw his eyes, I couldn't walk anymore. So I'm out there like screaming, Jesus Christ, holy name, save me right now.
She's laying there, oh my God, Lord, help.
I was like,
Lord.
please let us survive this.
Help us, Lord Jesus.
But I was seriously praying because it was traumatic. I mean, it's interesting and funny and cool now, but going through it, you don't know if you're gonna make it, the baby's not gonna make it, which is my number one concern was
I had
him
no
making
bad
it.
feelings at all.
You are doing fantastic. Really good. Keep breathing. I'm so proud of you. So proud.
That's not actually what happened.
Oh, God! Holy. Did you see that? That was crazy.
The baby's head came out. It was all the way out. Had my cell phone out like this, and with my hand holding the baby's head while it's just a head hanging out of it. It's like a monster. It looked like a monster. I was absolutely terrified.
No, 911? Huh? Yeah, there's a baby. Yeah, there is a baby. He's halfway out.
Get here. saying, but I was, and then I put them on speakerphone. The neighbors came outside of the house, and I was like, they said, "Oh my God, what's going on? Are you okay?" And I would just turn to them and was like, "Blankets and towels," and they just ran back into the house, got blankets and towels. I'm holding his head in my hand.
What am I supposed to do? What? Just send somebody here.
I told them, I was like, I don't know the address right now because I was like freaking out. I was like, GPS.
Send somebody. Help me. Please help me. Oh my God. Oh God.
I'm like, an address? Address? What do you need an address? I have a baby. My address.
Push.
I didn't know how I knew what to do, but I like kind of took him and rocked him side to side like that.
Push. There you go. Push.
I'm taking the baby and jiggling him kind of side to side like this. And then one shoulder came out and it was just like, and then the other shoulder came out and it went like, and then she was grunting and she's like, I was like, push it.
Great, baby. You're doing great. You're doing good. Oh, good job, baby.
And then he literally after that, he just slid right out into my hands.
Oh God. Oh.
And it was just like, and I just had him. And I just looked at him like this, just in amazement.
So cute. Gotta wipe his off though. Gross.
So I was literally having my butt like in the grass, and I could feel ants biting me.
She was like, "There's ants biting my butt." And I was like, and I was just like, "The ambulance is on the way." And then
I don't know why I did it, but I took a picture.
Hey, Antonia.
Like you could see my legs with blood on them, the umbilical cord, him hitting the back of our house in the grass.
yeah, they told me to put it on her chest, and the neighbors brought the blankets and towels, and I put them over her, and I had to go out and like guide the like over here, you know, like baby on the ground.
I had a healthy baby boy. We named him Gannicus Ezra, and it means protector. It's the Greek name. Gannicus is like Bam Bam from the Flintstones to the point where I call him that sometimes. Like, that's his new nickname. And he even says himself, he says, Bam Bam. He's wild.
I want to deliver more babies.
Are you crazy?
It's not just for like, you know, our family. Like I could be a midwife or something.
Okay, that sounds better.